Okay, first of all, sorry about the echo, but I, honest to God, just forgot my fucking class. I really thought it was still fall term where I was taking a business class instead of my freaking communications. Oh my God. I freaking typed in the code in my Google Docs to find my like note document. And I'm like, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. I know it's not 1500. And then it finally clicked that it was the wrong freaking letters. So, you know, off to a good start. Oh my God. That's just... Oh, fuck. All right, you're down there. It's all good. Okay. So, another late start. It's like 11, and I decided to lay in bed for 2 hours and read. I cannot tell you what I was reading because I honestly don't remember at this point, but I was just being lazy and did not want to get up and be productive. So now I'm forcing myself to be productive, and I can't go and do my artwork because we currently don't have water in the building. They sent out like an email like an hour ago saying emergency water is being turned off, whatever. Yeah, okay. There's a story to go along with that, but it might be TMI, so I'm just gonna not. So now, after spending another like 2 hours trying to be productive, working on some videos on my computer, I decided, you know what? I need to get my shit together and I need to go study for my communications because my last 2 exams, I got a freaking C and a C minus. And I need at least a C for the final exam to pass. Otherwise, my entire GPA will be gone and just over. Not actually, because I get A's and everything else, but yeah, not fun. So I need to study 9 chapters, including the chapter that we learned last week and the chapter that we're learning tomorrow for the exam that is next week. So much fun. And I haven't looked at my notes because like I created a document and I haven't even touched it since I created it at the beginning of the semester, which kind of explains my C's and C minuses. Oops. But in my defense, the professor is super freaking hard to understand. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what French he speaks. It might be like Quebec French or something, but he goes so freaking fast, and then it's words that I've never heard before. Cause like, I'm not full French. I'm second language, freaking Ontario, all over the freaking place, whatever. And he's so freaking hard to follow, and that's without my freaking learning disability. And then of course my accommodation wasn't actually accommodated where somebody's supposed to take notes for me. Nobody freaking volunteered, so like nobody's taking notes, so I'm trying to take my own notes, but me taking notes takes the entire class plus like an hour, or like double whatever the class is for me to take my own notes. So it's 6 hours per freaking chapter because it's like a 3-hour class. Oh my God. And it is just, it's not fun. It is so not fun. So now I have to do everything all together and just try and understand at least some of it. And then on the freaking exams, doesn't matter that I spent like 12 hours before the exam just cramming and getting everything studied and I understood everything. He freaking does trick questions. What? He asked the same question like 4 times, but he reworded it in a way where like I knew it was the same question, but it made it into like a different question. So I was like, oh shit, either I'm gonna answer this one correctly or I just answered those other ones incorrectly. And then he does things where like it seems like he's giving you the answer because he gives you like multiple choice 2 of them are the exact same thing, like just repeated. And then the other ones are like 2 different answers. And then it's like answers A and B, which are the 2 other ones. And it's like, there's 5, but you only actually have like 3 options, and 2 of those options are the same thing. And they all seem right. Like every single one of them were right for that question. And it's, oh my God. Why? I feel like he just hates us. Okay, so anyways, it's 11:30. I'm going to be studying my communications all freaking day. I'm gonna do every single note that I can possibly do. Probably chapters like 1 till 6 is my goal for today, and then I'll try and do the other ones tomorrow before class. And hopefully I can get at least a C. Like, fingers crossed, please. Oh my God. That was the most unproductive hour of my entire life. I'm not even kidding. All I did was, as you saw, made a new notes document, and then I sat there and freaking Googled the definition for massification in media. That is it. And for the record, just in case you're curious, massification is literally just the mass production of media and creating it in a way where it's accessible by like a mass of people. That's massification. I forgot that the only stuff I have access to for studying are keywords in a PowerPoint, because he didn't give us a book, he didn't give us any documents to read. I have videos to listen to, which are literally just like interviews of people. It's not even actual information, just opinions. And then frickin' PowerPoints with nothing but keywords. And I can't even ask people for their notes because the majority of the class, the majority of our group chat for the class, it's just everyone asking everyone for their notes. None of us know what the hell's happening. Oh my God. A class of like 300 students, and absolutely nobody has proper notes. Like, what? So yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna take a break because I started just going on my iPad. I did, however, discover a possible exhibition to submit some artwork to. The only issue is that when you read the description, they place a preference on photography and videography, and my profile is painting and drawing, which means I need to wait for a response to the email that I just sent, which asking if I'm able to submit like physical artwork or if it has to be only photography and videography, which I do not have any photography or videography for that subject, which is masquerades. I did come up with like 5 different paintings though, just reading the description. And so I'm gonna be extremely pissed if it's not like painting and drawing as well. Oh. Lunch break. I'm going to eat my enchiladas that aren't actually enchiladas because I don't like using the oven, so I can't actually make enchiladas. And I'm gonna watch Tara and Michelle because she just uploaded her small kitchen like makeover, whatever, and I am weirdly excited for anything that has to do with like home decor and organization. I'm not even kidding. I should just go into like interior design. Oh my god. Another almost an hour. Completely wasted. Okay, first of all, my eyes are so freaking blue in this lighting. Holy crap. That's kind of scary. Okay, it's really scary considering my eyes are normally gray. Anyways, like an hour freaking wasted. Because instead of trying to Google the freaking definition of every keyword, I was trying to find something that would explain just the history of media, or like mutations of media, and whatever the freaking like title of this chapter is. And I couldn't find anything, like nothing at all. So I freaking Googled, history of media for dummies and started watching crash course videos. And even the freaking crash course videos weren't the information that I had like, that I'm trying to do right now. Oh my god. So I don't understand why my freaking professor couldn't just give us a book. All he had to do was give us a freaking book. But no, instead he made PowerPoints where he only included the freaking keywords. Ugh. Like, he didn't even give context for anything unless you were sitting in the freaking class. But then, of course, I don't have the proper notes from the very first class in freaking January or any of the other classes because I was supposed to have a freaking note taker and I didn't have a note taker. And oh my god, I hate this class so much. After this exam, I'm done. I've been trying to be responsible with my education, and I've been trying to like take courses that I can use in the future for like a plan B job, career, whatever. I give up. I freaking give up. I can't do business because that just killed me. I tried communications because communications is actually interesting and I would have loved the class, except the freaking professor. Anyways, I'm frustrated and I'm gonna try again because it has now been like 3 hours of me studying the same freaking page. Not even the same chapter. I'm on the same page as the freaking PowerPoint that I, like when I started. Like, I don't even know if the information I have for bureaucracy right now is the proper information. Cause like I got the definitions of bureaucracy, which is like state of power and like government and whatever else. But then there's bureaucracy because like politicians, when media first came out and even like now, were very influential of the media because they funded the media, so they got to like do their propaganda and all that shit. But then is it like, do I actually need the definition? Is it the way that bureaucracy was used in the media? Or is there a completely separate definition that I have absolutely no idea even exists? Oh my god. Okay. Rant is over. I love how the majority of this vlog is literally just like 4 or 5 minute rants. That's great. Okay. I'm trying this again. I give up. I can't. It's not. No. Oh my god. I freaking hate this so much. Like, even just a little bit of clarification of what I'm actually supposed to like. Oh my god. The professor hasn't even like sent out the email of what the exam is on, because there's like 9-10 chapters, and he said that 75% of it is stuff from after our second exam, which was last week, the week before, and this week coming up. And then 25% is everything on the other 2 exams. But he said he was going to email us exactly what we're supposed to study for the exam, including what readings, because there's like 20 different like just article pieces that he sent us for like each chapter. And it's been like a week and he has not done that. Apparently he hasn't responded to anyone's emails, and I give up. So I am going to work on my English, because English is easy and takes no brain power, because it is all everything that is inside of my head. Oh my god. I freaking hate this class so much. Okay, so now, so I can still be productive and I can still do shit and whatever else, I'm going to write the last like 4 scenes of my screenplay for English class, which is so weird. Oh my god. I feel like I'm done scene 7, but at the same time, I think I might need like dialogue, because I have no dialogue. This is entirety of scene 7. Interior, Dairy Queen, 3 a.m. John and Freddie walk into Dairy Queen. We see the abandoned restaurant with chairs on the tables. In the kitchen area, visible from the front, we see a light over the freezer door. John and Freddie go behind the counter and John goes inside the freezer. And that is all of scene 7. So then I need to do where he's in the freezer, he's starting to eat the ice cream, Freddie's outside of the freezer, gets distracted, accidentally closes the freezer door, and locks John inside. Inside the freezer, we see John try and like open the door, and he can't, so he decides just to sit there and start eating ice cream. And then we see Freddie, who is high and drunk and just completely gone from reality, who forgets that he was even with John and leaves Dairy Queen. And that is scene 7. And then scene 8 is John's wife showing up to Dairy Queen because, well, no, actually, scene 8 is the morning manager and an employee finding John in a Barney costume in the Dairy Queen freezer the next morning. And then it's Alicia like running in after the manager calls her and like having to get John, and like she gets him up, she gets him out of the Dairy Queen. And then scene 9 is at John and Alicia's house, and she gets out of the car, she gets John out of the car, and they go into the garage, which is still open, and they find Freddie, who is passed out on a beanbag using Barney's head as a pillow. I feel like I should have given a lot more context. But yeah, that's scene 9. And then scene 10, the final scene, is the next like day. Alicia is sitting in the kitchen reading a newspaper. We see John walk in, still kind of like hungover, despite it being like the next day. We see Freddie, who's just kind of chilling there, and Alicia holds up the newspaper, and the front headline reads, "Florida man in Barney costume found sleeping in Dairy Queen freezer." The fact that I came up with this story like 3 months ago and it's still hilarious just says so much about me. Oh my god. And that is the last of my thing. Oh my god, I just don't know what I'm doing for the dialogue. I think I only need dialogue for 7 and 8, and then 9 is pretty self-explanatory, where they get out of the car, she carries him inside, they see Freddie just passed out with Barney head, and then the next morning, it's again, they're all just at the table. Actually, I should have done this like a while ago. This would have been so much like better to do today. Ugh, okay. And then I need to resubmit my draft with the actual like that finished script, because I submitted a random thing because I completely forgot to do it. And I literally just fixed the outline, which the outline was submitted like 2 weeks ago. And yesterday in class, I had class on and started reading and just kind of made my way to the couch where I was reading, and then all of a sudden I heard my name and I rushed over and class was over and the teacher was like, "Mary, do you have a question?" And I'm like, oh my god. So I had to ask a question, and the first thing that popped into my head was, hey, I'm not done yet. Can I submit everything still when I finish? And now I have to submit it once I finish. And I am just rocking at school right now. I'm doing great. It's great. Okay. Holy crap, I talk so much. Okay. Okay. I gave up so long ago. It's now 5. I started working on some stuff for my channel, like a new banner and profile pic that you've probably already seen, but I'll insert right here because it's kind of cute. And yeah, and then there was a freaking fire alarm because the building's fire alarm is broken and keeps going off. So 2 days in a row, I had to go down 8 flights of stairs, and then I had to come back up 8 flights of stairs. So that was fun. Now I'm tired. And I'm just gonna watch YouTube because, you know, unproductive means being unproductive. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now you know you're not the only one who procrastinates, because I know I am not the only one who procrastinates. And that is it. So I will see you guys in my next video, my next vlog, which honestly will probably be this exact same thing, but tomorrow. Yeah.